We are truly in some unprecedented times on the stock market right now. It is so interesting to watch. We've got the GameStop short squeeze. We've got other things going on with stocks like AMC. We've also got brokerages restricting trading for their users. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about all of that. And more specifically, because this channel is built around Robinhood Investing, I'm going to be going into detail about that whole situation and talk about whether or not I see myself staying or leaving the platform. So let's get into the video. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dalton. This is D-Lits TV. I talk about all things investing here, and I just want to jump right into the situation. If you have no idea what's going on, this is the first time you're hearing about it. Well, let me tell you a little bit about it, and if you already know about it, you can jump down to the description of this video. I'll have some timestamps around there as well. Essentially, what's been happening is GameStop stock was shorted by these massive hedge funds. So what I mean by massive hedge funds is these are people that are throwing billions and billions of dollars into the stock market and betting against it. So essentially they're saying that the price of GameStop was going to go down and that they were on the brink of bankruptcy. And they really got caught with their hands in the cookie jar on this one, and it's stuck and they can't get it out because what's happened is they were shorting more than 100% of the allotted shares on the stock market. Now, I don't know how this is even possible, but I heard it was upwards of 140+% of what was actually available. And a bunch of people, retail investors, just like you and me, recognized this situation, took advantage of it, bought up the stock, they're holding it, and they're driving the price way up, making a ton of money from it. Now, where did this all start? Well, this guy posted on Reddit the situation at hand, what he recognized, his plan. He invested $755,000 into GameStop, which is now today, with GameStop being around $350 at the current moment. His portfolio value from that one trade is somewhere around the $30 to $50 million range. Absolutely crazy, absurd. I never thought I'd see anything like this, but that's exactly what's going on. This is a classic case of the little guys finally beating the big guys for once. So retail investors is what they're called. Those are people just like you and me who are buying these stocks, holding onto it, and they're beating out the bigger guys. The bigger guys are bleeding. They're scrambling. They have no idea how to get out of this situation. And that's where we're seeing a lot of this backlash on the rest of the, brokerages and the stock market in general. So there's a lot going on. Now, what I want to talk about is these brokerages that are restricting trading. And it's not just Robinhood, guys, it's others. Webull had restricted trading yesterday too. They opened it back up around 2 p.m. There was TD Ameritrade, I believe. There's been a number of brokerages that did the same exact thing as Robinhood. And I think a lot of this is sort of a trickle down effect from the hedge funds. They want to maintain good relationships with them. Robinhood came out and said it was due to market volatility. And, I gotta be honest, it's not like we weren't expecting the trade volume that was happening. I feel like any platforms out there, not just Robinhood, need to be able to handle what trades are going on. And a lot of people are speculating that that's just a cover for the actual situation at hand. So let me talk about some speculation out there. This is not fact. This has not been confirmed. It's actually been denied by Robinhood, but something that I think is, interesting to shed light on. So there are three main parties involved in this. We've got Citadel, we've got Melvin Capital, and we also have Robinhood Investing. And you might be thinking, how do these three tie together? Well, Citadel is a investor in Melvin Capital. They're around 40% of them. They own like 40% of Melvin Capital. And you might be thinking, okay, well, why does that matter? Well, Melvin Capital right now is one of those hedge funds that's losing billions and billions of dollars. So indirectly, it's looking like Citadel is losing out tons of money as well. It only makes sense. If they're a 40% owner, they're obviously, not doing so hot. Well, how does this tie into Robinhood, right? Okay, so what happens is Robinhood has a partnership with Citadel, and how it works is Robinhood provides the order flow for Citadel, okay? So there's where you could see some sort of conflict of interest. Now, again, I'm not confirming that this is what's happening. This is all just speculation of what's out there, but essentially they're saying that a class action lawsuit will actually save them more money than they're gonna lose from the investment situation with GameStop. That's how bad it is. So what happens is a lot of people are saying that Citadel likely told Robinhood to, hold back, not allow people to buy it, and only allow people to sell. So if you look at the situation, how does that make any sense? What the heck? Well, if you're only able to sell, you can only close out positions. It pushes pressure on the individual investors, those retail investors, to actually close out their position because they're worried that not everybody's going to be able to buy and sell stocks. If you look at Robinhood's user base and some of these other platforms that also shut down, we're talking about tens of millions of people. And it really does start to make a difference where a lot of these hedge funds have a lot of this money to invest with. But if you get power in numbers, you can sort of start to shift that. This rarely ever happens, and that's exactly what we were seeing here. Now, because of this, a lot of people have been commenting, oh my God, like, where should I put my money? What do I do? I need to take it all out right now. I just want to remind you that it's still a stable company, right? You're FDIC insured. You're not going to lose your money. Even if Robinhood, even if something were to happen super drastic, which I don't think is going to happen. They're not going to go bankrupt or anything. But if that were to happen, your money is still FDIC insured. You're going to get all of the money that you've put into Robinhood back. Don't worry, as long as you don't have more than $1.25 million invested. And I feel like most of the people out there that are watching this video, they don't have that much. So that's just something to keep in mind. All of my funds currently are still within Robinhood Investing. I have not pulled them, but if I do, here's my plan. Here's what I would do. I would not sell out my positions. I would not sell the stocks because actually that is going to be effective on my taxes. I'll have to write capital gains taxes. I'll have to do all these different things versus if I can continue holding. So if I were to transfer these funds to a new brokerage, I would actually transfer them. I would talk and work with another brokerage to have them pay for any sort of fee to get my money out of Robinhood. And a lot of times you can transfer them really easily. You just need to look into what brokerages do this. I know that Webull Investing does this. Webull's been a great one as well, but again, they also restricted some trading. They opened it back up. They were a little bit more transparent, but I think most people were really upset with Robinhood because there was just, no recognition. They didn't really warn people this was going to happen. They just did it abruptly, and that just doesn't sit right with a lot of people. So, I think we'll just move right on to the Robinhood section, talk about them and what I see myself doing. So with Robinhood, I gotta admit, I feel hurt. I feel really disappointed in the company. This is a company that I have backed on my channel. I have promoted their referral codes. I have talked about them. I showcase all of their stuff. And this is a situation where it seems like they directly took the power away from the people. Their company stands for, making it easier to invest, giving the little people a chance. I mean, if you look at their motto, it's all about breaking down the barriers to investing. And this is a situation that, in my opinion, they just kind of went against that. That's my opinion. I know, guys, it's kind of a bummer, but again, I don't think you need to worry so much about rushing to get your funds out right away. Now, a lot of people this didn't affect. A lot of people, including myself, really, I don't invest in GameStop. I wasn't planning on picking up a position, or AMC, any of these other ones. There were about 13 equities that they took off, but that's not the case. That's not the point in case. It's more of a, they didn't warn anybody. So what if I was investing in some of these stocks that I truly saw value in, and I had the potential to make a lot of money from it, and they just, they shut it off? That just doesn't sit right with me. And at the end of the day, it comes down to this. I built this channel around Robinhood Investing. I've focused all my energy on promoting Robinhood, getting people to use their platform. I've loved it. I think it's great for new investors, beginning investors coming in, starting to learn about the market. But this is a situation which kind of raised my eyes, and it's definitely going to have me looking into other brokerages for at least, the time being. If this was a one-off thing, it would be different. Things like this have happened. Robinhood has theoretically died multiple times in the past. they're really not going to be going anywhere from this. Let's be completely honest. There has been a ton of backlash from this whole situation, but it really has prompted me to look into other investment brokerages. Now, there's a lot online that are just as good. They're really reputable. I'm talking about, you know, the Webull Investing, the M1 Finances. A lot of people were commenting, hey, I switched my money to Fidelity, have nothing but great things to say about Fidelity. There's going to be a number of videos I think that I put out in the future where I'm talking about a bunch of different brokerages. I'm not planning on, you know, jumping the gun too quick on Robinhood. My funds are still in there, as I mentioned. I'm trying to be methodical about how I do this. I'm trying to strategically figure out my best moves, especially with a lot of people viewing this that are new. I think Robinhood really does have the best, like, in terms of interface for an investment platform for anybody who's just joining into the market. Come on. I mean, Robinhood's platform is super simple, really easy to use. And this situation, it just makes it harder to, you know, promote something like that. So that's kind of where I'm sitting right now. I'm on the fence, but I'm definitely going to be looking into other brokerages as well. So in lieu of that, I'd be interested in hearing a lot of your feedback, what brokerages you guys use. I'm going to be putting a poll on my channel. It would really mean a lot to me if you go check out that poll, answer some of the questions. What I'm going to be asking is the brokerages that you're considering. I did put out a poll asking you guys if you were going to take your funds from Robinhood, and you know, I was pretty shocked at the numbers. I'm going to display the results right here so you all can see it. A lot of people are, you know, on the fence with me. A lot of people are thinking the same thing. I just don't want to jump the gun too quick. I'm going to let it sit back, see everything that happens with this situation, then kind of make a decision. And I know that's going to get a little bit of backlash from the Robinhood, the new Robinhood haters and all that stuff, but that's genuinely where I'm at right now. And I just want to be fully transparent with everybody to just explain the situation so you understand where I'm at. So anyways, guys, I really do appreciate you checking out this video. As always, you can leave any questions that you have in the comment section. Thank you so much for checking out this video and have a great day.